Hi, my name is Sarah Lang. I'm a junior in the physical therapy department here at Damon. I grew up in Ontario, New York, just east of Rochester, and graduated in 2010. I have a pretty small family, just my parents, brother, and sister. They're both younger than me, so I was the first to go off to college. So that process was very stressful for my family, but has proven to be great so far. And I also have a dog, Oliver. He is a golden doodle, and I absolutely love him. My interest in PT started from actually an interest in occupational therapy. My aunt is an occupational therapist for children under 4 years old, and that opened up my mind to all sorts of um, therapies and other jobs within the medical field, as I've always been interested in health and wellness. So once I did some observation hours in physical therapy, I just really loved how you could see the patient progress and all the different, the wide variety of pathologies that are seen by physical therapists. And it was very interesting to me, so I continue to see new things every time I observe. I took the learning style quiz, and I've noticed that I'm more of a reflective learner than an active learner. I like to take the time to absorb information before discussing it with others, and usually I would rather work alone rather than in a group, especially on just things like projects, because I like to have the responsibility on myself and not necessarily depend on other people, so that is a weakness. I need to learn to trust others, especially when doing group projects. Um, but especially when I trust others in my group, that is easier for me to adjust to. I am more sensing than intuitive because I like the facts, methods. I'm very detail oriented, and I do need real world connections to really engage in a class. I'm a more verbal than visual learner. I like explanations out loud. Although I do like diagrams, and I do like to rewrite my notes to really solidify the information. And I'm more sequential than global because I like to take things step by step and build up to a bigger picture rather than working backwards. It just makes more sense to me to move forward that way. Some of my strengths within my professional behaviors would be my communication and interpersonal skills. I've never really been afraid of, talking to someone. I always feel very comfortable um, with my interpersonal skills, and I think that I take constructive feedback very well. I used to play volleyball in high school, and I know it's a little abstract, but I was always very good with taking. I was very coachable. They said I take constructive feedback very well, and I also am very good at stress management. I recognize when something's out of my control. I'm able to stay optimistic, and I always think that has been one of my strengths in any situation. I do think that some challenges would be that I am a lower level of physical therapy skills, obviously, since I'm only in the pre professional phase of my studies. So I still need classes to develop my critical thinking skills that would need to be employed within a clinic. In life, I do have pretty strong critical thinking skills, but to solve problems within a physical therapy clinic, I'm going to need more classes and knowledge first, and experience as well. And I also will need more work on developing professional relationships with other physical therapists as well as other healthcare professionals that I may work with in the field, like, physician assistants, occupational therapists, speech pathologists, that I may need to work with on a day to day basis in a future professional job. But so far, the physical therapists that I've observed under, I see them as role models and a way that I will be able to uphold myself as a professional. Some goals that I have for this semester, I do want to learn how to adjust my teaching methods, that I will employ as a physical therapist to best explain things to any patient, no matter what their learning style, not specifically just how I learn best, but how they learn best as well. And I want to learn the best ways to collaborate with other healthcare professionals so that I can develop those professional relationships when I'm out in the field, not only once I graduate, but before that in my internships and clinical exposure. So I'm looking forward to the semester.